The House of Representatives has approved a White House request to claw back 2 years of previously approved funding for public media. The rescissions package now moves on to the Senate. This move poses a serious threat to local stations and public media as we know it. Please take a stand for public media today at goacpr.org. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Anti-Tailgating Division here at Car Talk Plaza.
Yeah. I wanted to discuss tailgating, actually, but you may remember that last week I asked you if you knew the tailgating law.
Yeah.
And you said, duh, duh.
Of course I know the tailgating law.
Which is what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, here it is. I'm going to give it to you right now.
Right. Don't tailgate.
There's a car in front of you.
Yeah.
He passes a marker, a landmark on the side of the road.
A telephone pole, a tree.
Regardless
of pedestrian lying down.
Right. Roadkill.
Roadkill.
Regardless of the speed he's traveling.
Yeah.
And assuming you're traveling at the same speed, otherwise you'd be either losing ground or gaining ground.
Right.
You count 1,000 to 1,000 before you pass the
knew that?
The same roadkill.
You knew that.
I just made it up. It sounded good. It sounded right.
Well, it's known as the 2-second rule.
Get out of town.
And that is absolutely correct. It's the 2-second rule, which is a lot more stringent, I think, than the old 1 car length for every 10 miles an hour. Because, for example, if you're doing 60 miles an hour, that's 88 feet a second. In 2 seconds, you're going 174.6 feet.
Yeah.
176 feet is, even if a car is 17 feet long, which it ain't, is 10 car lengths.
Well, all cars used to be 17 feet long.
Yeah, but even at 15 feet, we're talking about 12, 13 car lengths. So it's like double the old rule, which means in the old days we were tailgating even when we followed the rule.
Yeah?
Ah, that's interesting.
I don't tailgate.
Now,
You know why I don't tailgate? I'm always in front.
Passing everybody.
I pass everybody.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Now, look, before we get to calls today, we have several important announcements to make. Now, this being the new year, we're making some changes, including new, as it says here, phones numbers.
Really?
Yeah, does your note say phones numbers?
It says including new phones numbers.
Well, it took us 10 years to learn the old phones number, and now Berman's changing it on us. What a jerk. Anyway, if you want to call us from now on, here's the new number.
No, I should point out that he has, he trusts us so much that he has stuck all over the studio, hanging from every corner, the phone number. Here it is, new phone number. Here it is. It's everywhere. How can we not know? Because next week these little things won't be here. And we'll
if they're not here, we won't be able to do the show.
Who cares?
Here's the new number. It's 1-888.
Ooh.
Not 800, but 888 Car Talk.
Because 888 is also a toll-free designation.
Which translates numerically into 1-888-227-8255.
Wow.
1-888-227-8255.
We've waited 20 years to get a phone number that was Car Talk. I mean, we figured we were in great shape.
We had to wait for the guy that had it to die.
We had a 7-digit name for the show, and there are 7 digits in the phone number, and we couldn't get Car Talk, and now we had to wait for 888. Well, I'm happy about this. Fine. Okay. Yeah. So is that it? So if you want to talk to us, you call 888-227-8255, and we'll answer?
Yeah, we also have a new number for Car Talk CDs, tapes, and all that other paraphernalia.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to give that one out, too?
Sure. The number is 1-888-CAR-JUNK. Nifty, eh?
That's good.
So if you have a question about your car, you can call us at, ready for this? 1-888-CAR-TALK.
Wow, that's 1-888-227-8255.
I think you have too many eights in there. I heard 8888.
888-1888. 227-8255.
Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Stan in St. Louis.
How did you know the number to dial?
Psychic.
Hi, Stan.
Hi, listen, I hope you can help me with a problem, because if we can't resolve it, my wife's insisting I junk the car.
Well, that might not be a bad thing.
About 3 years ago, my Auntie Bunny, who's a very sweet lady in New Haven, gave me a 1980 Olds Omega with a 4-cylinder engine.
Jeez.
And it had about 40,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So I bring this thing back to St. Louis, and I give it to my teenage daughters who kind of learn how to drive on it.
Good.
But now I have a problem I can't come to terms with. Just when the weather turned cold about 3 weeks ago, it starts up on 3 cylinders, runs for about 5 or 6 minutes, just shaking the bejesus out of this whole thing. And then finally it'll smooth out, and then it runs okay. And I, of course, immediately, wires, distributor cap, rotor, plugs, the whole thing. Yeah, so I'm really, do you have any ideas as
But
to
does my brother have an idea?
He had me going, Since the arrival on the scene of all these fuel-injected cars, we've been unable to use this answer for years.
My brother's been dying to use this answer.
But there was hardly a week that went by 10 years ago when we did the show that we didn't give this answer to at least 3 or 4 callers. And the answer is that you need a choke pull-off.
Now, let me tell you something I did, kind of thinking that I needed to approach this in somewhat empirical way.
Yeah.
I took my timing light that's an inductive timing light.
Yeah?
And I put it on all the wires.
And they're all firing.
They're not, the number 4 doesn't fire. And then after it warms up, the number 4 does fire. And I've changed the distributor cap, the rotor, and I've changed that wire twice.
And you changed the plug, of course.
Well, I didn't think the plug would need it because when it warms up, the plug fires.
Maybe the plug is just getting fouled, and the plug may be getting fouled because of the choke pull-off.
Oh, yes.
But
this
wouldn't
answer,
the-
my
wouldn't
brother's
the
going to
timing-
bail out this answer.
Yeah. But wouldn't the timing light up?
No. The timing light won't light up unless the circuit is completed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because the electricity cannot leave a home unless it can come back a home. So if the circuit can't be completed because the plug is not firing, then the thing won't flash.
Yeah.
And then once it does warm up and the heat from the other cylinders gets this thing warmed up enough so that cylinder begins to fire, then the timing light will work.
See, I always thought that the timing light would light up no matter what.
No.
Oh, all right.
No, in fact, we misdiagnosed
We've
about
made
500
many
cars.
mistakes thinking that. Right.
Well, I would change that plug and have somebody look at you just change the choke pull-off.
Okay.
Just go buy one.
Okay.
And then when you get the thing out of the box, you'll find the thing on the carburetor that looks just like this one.
Yeah.
Unscrew the old one and put this one in.
Great. Hey,
10-minute job.
hey, you guys, you're my hero.
See you, Stan.
Great.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Recycling an answer. That's good.
I've been waiting. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting. 1-888-227-8255 or 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's the number to call if you want to talk to us. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, my name is Tracy Scheuer, and I am from Litchfield, Connecticut.
What's shaking?
Well, I think my problem is my husband, but he thinks the problem is me. So we thought, I thought I'd let you guys decide.
We will. It's you.
Well, it's a new year, Tracy. I just have to warn you that I turned over a new leaf.
Yeah. Oh.
What's your new leaf?
You're
The
gonna be
new
on
leaf is I'm siding with the guys.
Oh, no.
Too many death threats. I can't take it anymore. I mean, you don't realize how many times I've been punched. Some guy broke my glasses the other day and didn't even have the decency to take them off my head before he did it.
Oh, no, don't worry. My husband's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, we'll see about
he's
that.
He's stubborn, but he's nice. Okay. We have a very big difference on opinion on how to brake when you're slowing down for a red light or a stopped car in front of you.
Yeah.
When I was growing up and learning to drive, my father taught me that when you're going to stop, you gently lift your foot off the gas and come basically to a rolling stop, and you apply the brake as needed, but you don't slam on the brakes. And that was not only for safety, but he said it conserved on the brakes.
He's right.
Okay, well, there you go. You answered my question.
Wait a minute. Your
That was a
husband,
trap. I knew it was a trap.
Your husband might be right also.
Well, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Okay. My husband has what he calls a conservation of momentum theory.
Oh, I like it already.
It sounds like an MAS thing. Male answer syndrome.
Well,
Conservation of momentum.
yeah, isn't that
I'm
interesting?
curious to see how this manifests itself in braking. But go ahead.
Okay. He thinks that if he continues at his current rate of speed until the absolute last moment possible, he runs the chance that he won't have to stop at all, therefore he won't need to use the brakes. Now,
this is not a conservation of momentum theorem that he's got here. This is a quantum theory that he has, because it's based on probability.
Right, exactly. Well, he's an actuary. He works in probability.
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
He's also wacko.
Well, see, this is problematic because we have, for a couple different reasons, safety being one of them, but he's not interested in safety. He's interested primarily in how he is conserving his brakes. And we have a small dog that travels with us a lot, and we found that small...
You keep scraping them off the windshield.
Exactly. Small dogs are very aerodynamic. So it's gotten to the point where if the dog sees a red light in front of us, he dives under the seat.
That's good.
It's only a matter of time before the dog starts puking. I mean, the dog's been relatively restrained up to this point, but sooner or later, he's going to start blowing chunks.
And hopefully it'll be all over your husband's pants, because God knows he deserves it, because he is a wacko.
Okay, well, see, and you're still siding with the man, because you're siding with my dad, too.
I was thinking of that.
Yes,
yeah.
how convenient.
How convenient.
So it works out both ways.
It works out both ways. But,
Well,
I mean, at least you had the common sense to understand that your father was right. Your husband has no common sense at all.
And it was your guarantee that your husband was nonviolent. It really did it.
That's what really did it, yeah.
Yeah, my theory is that he likes to change the brakes because it's kind of a hobby of his. He changes them about every other month.
That should give him some clue that his theory of conservation of brake momentum is wrong.
Yeah, practice this. Hurl, Fido. Hurl. See you, Tracy.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Hey, the Puzzler answer and more calls are coming up right after this.
This message comes from Revenued. Revenued offers fast, flexible funding for businesses, up to $250,000 for the highest revenue category, with approvals in as little as one business day. Funds are made available on demand, and the cost of capital is based on a fixed factor rate applied to the amount you draw. There are no application fees, no draw fees, and no maintenance fees. Apply now at getrevenued.com and be ready for whatever comes next.
This is Ira Glass of This American Life. Each week on our show, we choose a theme, tell different stories on that theme. All right, I'm just going to stop right there. You're listening to an NPR podcast. Chances are you know our show. So instead, I'm going to tell you, we've just been on a run of really good shows lately. Some big, epic, emotional stories and some weird, funny stuff, too. Download us, This American Life.
On the plus side, you get sponsor-free listening to over 25 NPR podcasts. On the minus side, you get fewer chances to tap fast forward on your podcast player. On the plus side, you get to support something you care about. On the minus side, you like challenges and think this makes it too easy. So why don't you join us on the plus side of things with NPR Plus? Learn more and sign up at plus.npr.org.
Hey, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. And as promised, here is the answer to last week's puzzler. This puzzle was inspired by a guy named feel free to help out whenever possible. It's inspired by a guy named Robert Arge, who sent us an email about this interesting little tidbit that we were completely unaware of.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The president of the California Free Range Beet Growers Association is taken hostage. Why? We don't know. But due to his position of great prestige, a full-blown manhunt is immediately set in motion.
Of course, as no other state but California could do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eventually, police surround an underground parking garage in San Bernardino where they believe his eminence is being held. There are 4 cars inside the garage, one of which belongs to the kidnapper and contains the hostage. The other 3, a Nissan, a Ford, and a Buick, I think, all belong to innocent shoppers returning from a long afternoon of shopping at Bed and Zitzbath. The kidnapper, knowing he's surrounded, decides to let the hostage go. Wise move.
Yeah.
But he wants to do so without giving up his identity, so he decides to release his hostage in the stairwell of the garage and run back to his car and blend in with the other innocent motorists leaving the garage. The president, blindfolded, has no idea where he is or what kind of car he's in. He can tell nothing from the sound of the engine. He's usually chauffeured around, so he has no idea what engines sound like. The kidnapper drives over to the stairwell, turns the key off, leaves the key in the ignition, opens the door. You're paying attention to all these embedded
go ahead, man. I'm fascinated.
This is like the mother lode
of obfuscation. Yeah.
He leaves the key in the ignition, opens the door, and forces the holy man out of the car and leads him onto the stairway.
Yeah.
To the top of the landing, he brings him and leaves him there. The kidnapper then runs back down, hops in his car, starts it up, and pretends he's just another shopper.
Got it. I got it. Okay.
The police and the exalted one, the president of the California Free Range Beet Growers Association Limited, wait at the garage exit. The Buick leaves the garage first. The Ford goes next. The kidnapper in his Honda Accord leaves the garage next.
Yeah.
He's arrested on the spot and convicted right there.
No, he's not convicted. Didn't he get Johnny Cochran?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
How did he know that he was being held in a Honda? He was blindfolded. He doesn't know anything about cars. He can't see anything. He can't smell anything. His hands were tied. He couldn't feel the fabric, but he could hear. And here's the hint I gave. He used to be a Boy Scout. And I remember when I was a Boy Scout, I learned Morse code.
You did you?
Yes. Well, I just remember a few letters. I do remember they all consisted of dits and das.
Da 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 da.
When the key is left in the ignition of a Honda and you open the door, it goes dit, which is Morse code for H. Dots. Is that right, Dougie Mayer? Where's Dougie? Is he still awake? He says, yeah, he used to be a Boy Scout too, till they threw him out. You shouldn't have done... Never mind. And who might our winner be this week, Tommy?
Is the letter H, which is H for Honda.
So of the 4 cars that were there, the police were looking for a Honda.
And this exalted one from the Beet Growers Association knew Morse code, got the letter H.
Yeah. Well,
why would it be H if it wasn't a Honda? He said, arrest this guy.
He said, all I know is I heard dit.
Just tell me one thing. Did he say, book him, Dano?
That's all he could say. He couldn't speak. All he went is
Well, we got a winner. The winner is Ray Hadlock.
With an H. See?
With an H from Cleveland, Ohio. And for having his correct answer chosen from among the thousands of correct answers that we received this week.
Free.
Our pal Ray is going to get a 10th anniversary Car Talk t-shirt featuring our new slogan, Car Talk, celebrating 10 years of bad car advice. It's something to celebrate.
Hey, you ready for this? Yeah. We'll have a new puzzler coming up in the third half of today's show. So don't touch that dial. In the meantime, we'll take your calls at our brand new number, 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, I'm Christy from Rochester, New York.
Hi, Christy.
I.E.?
If I tell you I'm from California, will that help you guess better that I was...
K-R-Y-S-T-I.
T-E-E?
My family's Norwegian. Does that help you anymore?
K-R.
Uh-huh, that's good.
Norwegian.
I-S-T-I-E.
S-T-I. I just took the N off Kristen.
Ah.
See, I decided as a teenager to be more economical in my spelling, and I just lopped the N off.
Yeah, but you changed your whole name.
Yeah.
From Kristen to Christy. Oh,
well, that's what I go by. My official name is still Kristen, but nobody calls me that unless they're very, very angry with me.
It's funny. That's the one. I mean, I have had in my life several wives, as you may know. And the only commonality between them...
Thomas.
They're completely different people except for the use of Thomas.
Yes.
When either of them said or says Thomas, I'm in deep doo-doo.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'll tell you, that's where one of our cars is right now. It's not just broken, it's in, deep doo-doo.
Oh.
My husband's in the full-time ministry, so people keep giving us cars, used cars, that they're done with. Now, normally it's a commuter car, so these are, really done-with cars.
Yeah.
So this one is an 84 Nissan Maxima.
Oh.
So in September, it started losing power, so that when you were driving, it felt like Fred Flintstone or something. You weren't going anywhere. You'd push on the gas, and if you ever slowed down, it would never accelerate. So we had a very fun time coming back from a romantic weekend away with this car. We couldn't stop for the bathroom. We couldn't stop for food because if you slow down, it just dies. So we had that repaired. Now, I've got all my husband's repaired. This is my husband's car.
Yeah.
So it had spark plugs then. Then it had a thermostat. Then it was running too rich. Well, then in October, it wouldn't start. So we thought it was the battery. The guy from the gas station came and towed it. He's the nicest person. Now, we used to have a mechanic who wasn't so social and nice, but he really knew cars. Now we have this new guy who's very, very nice, and he just redecorated the station. But I don't think he knows a lot about cars. I hope he's not listening to your show
He's into
today.
marketing. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
He's just a really sweet guy.
Decorating.
I complimented him on the station how much nicer it looked. He got rid of that dumpy old couch covered with grease stains, and and then he told me he'd given it to his mother. I felt kind of bad. But anyway, he's the nicest person, so he tows the car off in October, mid-October, says, I'll get right on it, new battery, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we get the car back about 6 weeks later, $600 poor, and the thing is still not working. We even decorated it with Christmas lights. I mean, it was so awful.
I got you.
So my husband came home and said, I'm sorry, I spent $600. The car is still broken. I'm, going ballistic. Call that mechanic. Tell him, blah, blah, blah. So my husband says, I called him, and we had a really nice chat, and he worked really hard, and it's so important, to have a good relationship with him, and we both feel really good about it now.
I can just see this conversation happening.
I can picture Dan Aykroyd.
I mean, here's a minister talking to a mechanic / interior decorator.
Yes.
If ever there was a touchy-feely, loving, it must have been a sweet, wonderful encounter.
It must have been a deeply moving conversation. But
I had a touchy-feely experience with one of my customers.
Yeah, but that involved a stick.
He jumped over the counter and was trying to touch my tonsils.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hon, I'm not deeply moved, and I don't feel good about this. This is a lot of money, and the car is still sitting here. Do you know what's wrong with this?
We know exactly what's wrong with this car.
Yeah, of course we do.
Of course we do.
Oh,
Christy, come on.
Okay, go ahead.
We have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you.
I have several ideas.
I have
actually.
ideas, and one of them
I get ideas.
One of them has to do with the most recent trip that you took, where you couldn't shut the thing off, and it had low power, all that stuff. This is what happened to my Dodge Colt Vista before I took ownership of it. The previous owner was driving it. The thing began to lose power. Instead of recognizing that it was losing power and she wasn't getting anywhere fast, she has the gas pedal floored, and the thing goes from 50 to 40 to 30.
Yes,
and she finally doesn't make it to her destination, and the car shuts off, and she tows it to us, and we try to fix it, and we can't. We realize that the valves are burned out, and the head gasket is blown. We put a new head gasket on, and alas, it doesn't start. And we finally realized that what's wrong with it is what's wrong with your car.
Okay.
What was wrong with it? In that your catalytic converter is plugged up.
Catalytic converter.
What they need to do is to remove the exhaust system.
Okay.
And in doing so, they will allow the exhaust products to escape, and the engine will start right up and run.
Really?
In order for the thing to start, you got to have the spark, you got to have the gasoline, but you also got to have air. And if the back end of it is plugged up, air won't go through the engine because it can't get out, so it doesn't go in.
Okay. So how much more is this going to cost?
No, this is a no-cost test. This guy, out of the goodness of his heart, is going to remove the converter and run the engine, and when he figures out that that's what fixed it, he will buy you a converter for free.
He ought to, for heaven's sakes. We're like their bread and butter over there.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'll give this a try.
Good luck.
Good luck, Kristen.
I'm feeling good about this now, too.
I am, too. I
Me
feel
too.
much better.
Bye-bye, guys.
See you later.
So long.
See, it's nice to have that kind of an ad. I mean,
wasn't she nice?
Yeah, well, I'm sure her husband is just as nice, if not nicer. I mean,
But in a normal relationship, they would be fighting like hell. I mean, here's a guy trying to make a 15-year-old car work. It doesn't work. The guy who fixes it charges him $600 for doing basically everything wrong. And instead of yelling at the guy,
he forgives him.
Forgives him, my son. And goes over and says, we had a very nice talk. And his poor wife, Kristen, you'd think she'd be hitting him over the head with a rolling pin. Instead, she's laughing with us.
She can take a joke.
That's really sweet.
It is.
It's really wonderful.
I need about 500 customers like that. We'll be right back with more calls and the new puzzler after these messages.
Decades ago, Brazilian women made a discovery. They could have an abortion without a doctor, thanks to a tiny pill. That pill spawned a global movement, helping millions of women have safe abortions regardless of the law. Hear that story on The Network from NPR's Embedded and Futuro Media, wherever you get your podcasts.
These days, there is a lot of news. It can be hard to keep up with what it means for you, your family, and your community. Consider This from NPR as a podcast that helps you make sense of the news. 6 days a week, we bring you a deep dive on a story and provide the context, the backstory, and analysis you need to understand our rapidly changing world. Listen to the Consider This podcast from NPR.
You know those things you shout at the radio or maybe even at this very NPR podcast? On NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, we actually say those things on the radio and on the podcast. We're rude across all media. We think the news can take it. Listen to NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me wherever you get your podcasts.
On NPR's Throughline.
School teachers are going to be the ones that rebuild our society in a way that is more cohesive. Basically, where soldiers set down their arms, school teachers need to pick up their books.
How the U.S. Department of Education tried to fix a divided nation.
Listen to Throughline wherever you get your podcasts.
Ha! We're back for the third half of Car Talk. With us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. And we're here to discuss, of course, cars, car repair, and the new puzzler. Now, I do have some rather convoluted automotive puzzlers in my trash. What does he call that? Grab bag.
Grab bag, not trash bag. No.
Well, most of them were retrieved from the trash bag. But since the kiddies are just getting back to school,
yeah,
I thought I would do something to because they've been playing Nintendo for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Right.
And now it's time to get the brain
steal
back
their siblings'
in gear.
presents. And there are a lot of our little children that listen to Car Talk that are studying algebra.
Yes.
And I thought I would ask them to simplify the following polynomial.
Let me just write this down. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
X plus A in parentheses times X minus B in parentheses times X plus C in parentheses dot times X minus Z, which is the last
Z.
Get it?
So it's parenthesis X plus A, close parenthesis.
Yeah.
Parenthesis X minus B, close parenthesis.
There you go. So I want the product.
The product of all those terms.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this really shouldn't take that long. I think it's something to just get the brain juices. Are there juices up there? What's up there? How would you know? Now, if you think you know the answer, or just have nothing to do at work and feel like taking a stab at it, mail your answer to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238. Or, of course, you can email us your answer from our website, cartalk.msn.com. Just click on the Talk to Car Talk section. And if we choose your correct answer at random from amongst all the correct answers, you'll get your very own copy of our brand new tape or CD called Men Are From GM, Women Are From Ford. Lawyers are from Chrysler. Or some other useless gift that we couldn't sell in the holiday season. Now, if you want to talk to the Shameless Commerce Division,
you said you were going to give this number.
1-888-CAR-JUNK. If you'd like to talk to us, it's 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm calling from Amherst.
Hi, Amherst, Mass?
Amherst, New Hampshire.
No.
New Hampshire? Where is that?
It's a little bit east of Milford.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait a minute. Whoa. Which if you're facing the North Star, where's the Atlantic Ocean?
On my right.
Okay.
Oh, you're right.
Amherst, that's good enough.
And Milford, it would be
a little bit to the left of where Amherst is.
No, the only town I know in New Hampshire is Portsmouth, and I know it's north of that. How much north?
It's actually east of that.
Oh, okay. Portsmouth is east of Amherst. By how much? A lot?
Like an hour.
Oh, 15 miles, huh?
In New Hampshire, yeah.
New Hampshire roads. Okay, Kim, now that we've got you triangulated, and we know that you're a wise guy, what's up?
Well, I have a 1994 Nissan Sentra, and it has 90,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And my mother, who you've spoken to before.
Really?
Yes, she's a nosy Nelly.
She's called us, your mother?
Yes.
On the show?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
We
her
have a
name?
history. Her name's Nancy
No
Clinton.
last names, please.
Oh, sorry.
Nancy. Okay.
Okay. And she said that my timing belt should have been changed at 80,000 miles. So I called my mechanic, who said that it didn't have to be. And then, actually, my fiancé called my mechanic. So now she's saying it should be because anything over 80,000 miles, I'm driving on borrowed time. And my fiancé, because we're getting married this year and we just bought a house, doesn't want to spend the money.
See, I'm not even sure your car has a timing belt.
It has to, doesn't it?
Your car may have a chain.
Okay.
Did you consult the Nissan dealer?
No.
See, now, if this was a high-tech show,
we'd have
a computer next to us. We would be able immediately to check the specifications, and we would be able to tell you without any question whether or not this car had a timing belt or a timing chain.
Well, we do have a technical advisor.
Well, if it has
Wait a minute, we're looking for him.
No, he's not here.
But either way, doesn't it need to be changed at
No,
some
it
point?
does not. If it's a belt,
Okay.
it does need to be changed at some point. Usually it's at 60,000 miles.
Okay.
A timing chain, on the other hand, being a chain and made out of chrome steel, does not have to be changed until it starts doing ugly things, which it usually doesn't even do.
Okay, no, if it's going to do something ugly, then what's it going to do? Like, how am I going to know?
What usually happens to these, I mean, assuming it has a chain,
Okay.
and I don't remember.
And you could call the dealer. You should call the dealer, because if it has a belt, you're really well over the time that it should have been replaced.
Okay.
And your mother, Nosy Nellie, Nancy, is right.
Okay.
However, if you have a chain, what typically happens is one of the chain tensioners or the guides will break,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be accompanied by a constant grinding noise.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll hear every
It'll sound
time
like your blender is on.
Yeah. That kind of noise all the time when the engine's running.
Or like you're driving my brother's 63 Dart.
Correct.
Okay.
So if the engine is quiet, assume that all is well and ignore this whole thing.
Okay.
Assuming that you don't have a belt.
Okay.
But you should at least make the phone call
Okay.
and find out if you have a belt or a chain.
She did make the phone call, and we couldn't answer. I mean, we really should know.
We should. I mean,
why don't you know something? I mean, every week I sit here and I struggle with these difficult questions, and I look over to you. I don't get any help. Dougie, why doesn't he know anything?
What? I thought I was just coming in for therapy. I mean, your job every week is to make me laugh.
I do everything.
My life is a shambles. I come in here once a week. None of my ex-wives.
Give me an example. Who starts the show? Who's the one that says hello and welcome to Car Talk?
That's you.
Me. Yeah. Who does the puzzler?
You.
I do the question.
You
Who gives
do.
the puzzler answer?
You do.
I do. Who does the closing credits?
You do.
Who answers all the questions?
You do.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm here for therapy. I'm here for my speech therapy.
Jeez.
I'm telling you. My life is a shambles, and I come in here for one lousy hour a week so you can cheer me up.
All right, I guess I'll have
That's
to.
your job.
You're on your own, Kim.
As my older brother.
You're on your own.
Okay.
Let us know so we can help the next unfortunate soul that calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for nothing. You could hear it in her voice. Oh, boy, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, well, you should
I was
be.
counting on you.
Well, it's happened again. You were frittered away another hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, clearly not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer and dean of the College of Automusicology is Ken Babyface Rogers. Our assistant producer is Catherine Oyster Stew.
Yeah, she can't stop
Ray.
talking about the
She
oyster
can't. I mean,
stew.
she's just bubbling
over, you might say.
Bubbling over. And our engineer is Jonathan Marston. Our technical, spiritual, and missing advisor is Mr. John S. Lawler. Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Margin of Error. Our director of new product repair is Warren T. Myfoot. Our broadcast philosopher is Philip Airtime. Get it, Phil?
Yeah.
Our staff butler from the Car Talk Mumbai division is Mahatma Kote. Our evasive driving instructor is Vera Brupley. Our town car rear seat passenger is Ralph Oliver. The director of our automotive recycling center, a.k.a. Junkyard, is Ricardo Dismantelban. Our director of moral support is You Demand. Our chief justice is Harry Mental, known on the bench as Judge Mental. And our Leo Tolstoy biographer is Warren Peace, author of Leo Tolstoy by Warren Peace. Our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Hugh Lewis Dewey, known in Harvard Square as Huey Louie Dewey. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't
or
drive
my sister.
like my brother or my sister.
We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
And now, with a very important announcement, here is Car Talk Plaza's chief mechanic, Mr. Vinny Gumbats. Vinny?
All right, now, if you want a copy of this week's Car Talk show, which is 1998 show number 1, you call our brand new shameless commerce number, which is 1-888-CAR-JUNK. You got that? 888-CAR-JUNK.
Vinny, excuse me. Is that car, C-A-H, junk, or car, C-A-R?
You know, sometimes I think you fell out of the stupid tree, and you must have whacked every branch on the way down. It's 1-888-CAR-JUNK. That's 1-888-227-5865.
And what if people wanted the new cassette or the CD called Men Are From GM, Women Are From Ford? Those are, the calls about couples and their cars. Would they use the same number, Vin?
No, you'd write the Kofi Annan at the United Nations. Jeez, I can't believe I'm working with this moron. Of course you call the same number. That's 1-888-CAR-JUNK. Or you can get stuff through the online shameless commerce division at cartalk.msn.com.
I do believe, Vinny, that under that gruff exterior, you are, in fact, a very sweet man.
Yeah, drop dead, you jerk. Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Bob Edwards fights back a tear every time he hears us say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
On NPR's Wildcard podcast, Michelle Obama says she's reinventing herself.
I don't know if my ambition has ever fully been able to actualize itself. I think I'm now at a stage in my life where all my choices are mine.
I'm Rachel Martin. Listen to Wildcard for a conversation about balancing family and personal growth with Michelle Obama.
The Nintendo Switch 2 is already the fastest-selling video game console of all time. That's despite the technology behind it lagging years behind its competitors.
Without saying it, Nintendo is selling a culture.
On The Indicator, we unpack the unusual business strategy that transformed a tiny Japanese toy company into a global multimedia giant. Listen to The Indicator from Planet Money wherever you get your podcasts. On The Indicator from Planet Money, we like to zoom in on big economic issues like tariffs and crypto and healthcare.
Let's have a healthcare system where people are kept healthy and not treated only when they're at the most expensive moment when they're sick.
Economic deep dives in 10 minutes or less every weekday. Listen to The Indicator from Planet Money wherever you get podcasts.